Hi, I'm Peter Kalmstrom of kalmstrom.com Business Solutions. In this demonstration, I'll go through some of the data analysis tools, or the what-if analysis tools that you'll find under the Data tab in Excel 2016. As you see, I've created a workbook here with some input data up here and some calculations down here. And so I have some sales, I have some costs, I have a loan, I have an interest on that loan, and I have a yearly interest, calculated of course by simply multiplying the loan with the interest, and then the total cost, which is just a sum of the interest and the cost up there, and finally the profit. So it's a very trivial calculation really, but I want to look at different scenarios. Say that I have a goal of having a profit of 10,000. Of course, this is a very simple number, so I could just increase my sales and get that number by 3,000. But if it's a more complicated scenario, then you might need to do a goal seek for that. And that's the first thing I'm gonna go through. So I'll do the goal seek here, and I want the set cell to be the profit, of course, and I want that to be, as I said, 10,000. And profit, there we go. And I'm going to change the sales, that's the changing cell. So, and I want that to be 10,000 now. And as you'll notice, the sales will go up to 53,000. So that's my goal seek. So the target value was 10,000, the current value is 10,000. And now this value has changed. So that's how you use the goal seek tool. And of course you can, if you don't want that number, you'll just undo it up here with Control Z or the undo function. The next thing I'm going to go through is the Scenario Manager, which lets you picture different scenarios. So I'm going to add a scenario. So let's do one that's high interest. And I'm going to change this, the interest cell, of course. And then, of course, I'm going to set the value of that cell. So let's have a high interest rate of 8%. So then we can add another scenario for low interest. And it's the same cell changing, and the low interest would then be 1%, like that. And we're adding that, or we're just pressing OK there. Now I have my two scenarios. And as you see now, I have my two scenarios, and I can go in and show that scenario by simply clicking on it, high interest, and that value changes. And here's my data, of course. Profits go up if the interest is high or low, rather dramatically actually. So that's the Scenario Manager, and of course when you add here you can have multiple cells. As it says here, you can control click to select several non-adjacent changing cells. Alright, so that's the Scenario Manager. The final thing under the what if analysis here is the data table, and there I actually have to do some manual work first. I need to put the interest rates here, and I think that the interest rates will be between 0.5% and to 0.75%, going up like that. And I'll just fill that series there, going up like that, up to 5% maybe. And I think the loan might be from 70,000 and up to like 10,000 more there, so on. I'll just copy the format from there. There we go, like that. And of course this will be a series too, like that. And then I'll just widen the columns to make that fit. And then I'll put the profit value in there. I'll do that by putting equals in there. And then I can just select this whole table here, like that. And then I will go into the Data tab again and do a what if analysis and do the data table. And the row input cell is of course the interest, that's what's on the rows here. And the column input cell is the loan, like that. And as you see now, I get the numbers for each of these scenarios. You can of course put your formatting in here to make it a bit nicer, maybe just do some cell styles that these are all calculations, and maybe some borders and stuff like that. That concludes this demo showing the different what-if analysis tools under the Data tab. Thank you for watching this demonstration.